Don't you love it? We just had some major storm when I was passing through. I had to pull over. Look at that valley. I'll put some still shots in here somewhere. That's a storm heading on up through the canyons there. And well, I got something exciting to talk to you about today. We'll get to it in a minute. I gotta watch this storm. Yeah, I'm back. It's Don, the director of fun, and I'm out here in the mountains out in this valley. I just had a storm go by. I was like, I gotta watch this and follow it. I had a different topic in mind for today. You know, after watching that come through and just pound the living crap out of the area, I mean, the stream levels are up already from being up in the hills up there, and puddles all over the place. I mean, big puddles. It got me thinking. You know, a little earlier, well, let me show you some skies behind me. Hope I don't get you sick there. See them blue skies? Well, that's what it was all over the place. And then, all of a sudden, storm come in. Just beat the living crap out of us with some rain. Now, if you're allergic to getting wet, that's probably a bad thing. I'm soaking wet, but I didn't run indoors because I happen to enjoy being outdoors. But it also got me thinking about business. Storms bring in darkness, and it gets a little tough, and some people, especially the younger or older ages, get a little bit scared. And if it's a really bad storm, a lot of us get scared with good reason, right? We get a little fearful when the weatherman says, hey, we got major stuff coming in. And it gets a little dark, even in the middle of the day. It gets a little dark. But what do? I mean, you ride it out, right? Whether you run for indoors or whether you get some shelter, or sit in a car, or whatever it is that's your thingy, or kind of dance in the rain, whatever, you ride it out. Because will the storm last forever? No, might last for a while. Might be a quick one like this one was. This one was beat the pounding crap out of you, and it was gone in 30 minutes. Although you can hear some distant thunder with it now. So, business is kind of like that, isn't it? I mean, you get started, a lot of people get you know, they get the hype. Oh, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. I'm gonna get out and do some fun. I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'm gonna save a lot of people. I'm gonna help people change their lives, whatever it might be, and those are all good. And then you run into some tough times. John Doe is doing better than you, and he started after you did. Mary Jane, she's just kicking it, and she just barely got started. How come I'm having trouble? I'm doing the same thing they're doing. I'm putting in the effort. I'm doing what my mentors say. And then you get a little bit depressed. You get a little bit stressed, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if this is for me. Let me tell you a little bit about some background. About a decade ago, I was rocking pretty good. No, I wasn't king of the hill. No, I wasn't the best in the industry. But by far, I wasn't the worst either. I was doing pretty good. But to get to that point, you know how many times I quit and fired myself at night? Oh, dozens. Because everything I tried didn't work. And then I'd go back and reroute and try this because I'd hire myself back in the morning. That's the key. That's the key. I let it get to me, and it's going to get to all of us. But it's a matter of how we deal with it when it gets to us that counts. Do we have the intestinal fortitude, the internal strength, the drive, the vision of what can be if we stick to it to be able to weather the storm, to get through the things that are needed to do? Now, you know, think back when you was a kid. You was 5, 6 years old. You get out in a major rainstorm, you're a little nervous. You didn't know what to do. You didn't know how to expect things and how things were going to turn out. So what'd you do? Well, if you had older brothers and sisters, I didn't. You listened to them. If you had parents, oh yeah, I had those. You listened to what they said. You got guidance. You got comfort. You got education. Then as a teenager, if you were like me, man, if it stormed, I was out there with the car. I had a 68 Thunderbird with a 429 Cobra Jet. I was out there trying to pull people out of the water and see what water I could get through, and doing 180s going down the road there in Rancho Cucamonga. Some of my friends might remember that. That was just me. And then as an adult, later adult, I started to get a little common sense, kind of merge the both. Well, I still go out and help people if there's a need, and I still get out in the rain, whether it's for fun, but I'm not quite the risk taker I used to be. At least to me, I'm not. If you ask my wife and kids, that's probably going to be a different answer. But you learned, and then you made adjustments, and then you retried it again. So when the storm passed, you got at it. And when the next storm came in, you had a better idea of how to handle it. Folks, that's what business is about. Now, I don't bash working for other companies or being an employee. I think it's awesome. You know, it's saved a lot of our butts over the years, right? For those who want to be entrepreneurs. And I don't have an issue with it. And there are some people that's their thing, and that's awesome. And quite frankly, there's some of them I hope, don't leave that industry, because I got a great doctor, and I know some other people in some other industries that I really count on. But more importantly, whether it's being an employee for somebody and learning new skills and traits, or whether it's learning the traits and skills needed to go out and be an entrepreneur, you're going to run into rough times. How you choose to handle that, that's going to create your success. I can't tell you it's going to happen overnight, but this last time that I've gotten stepped up, I felt like I'd wasted a year getting started. Well, in a way I did, because I didn't get anywhere, but yet I did. I learned new skills, I learned things to work and be a part of the industry in this digital world. I didn't have a clue of when I started. Is it rocking now? Yeah, it's starting to take a life. And you're welcome to jump on board, show you how it's done. You're going to love it. But take for today, no storms are coming. They're always going to come. Try to predetermine how you're going to handle them, and then learn from them, and get out there and do it again. Pretty soon you'll be able to ride the storm. And when you can ride the storm, well, like the pirates used to say, that's where the treasure's at, right? I don't know if they said it that way, but you know what I mean. Hey, listen, like this for me. Share it if you know people that might get some value out of it, especially if they're getting started and struggling. Got some links down below to help you with some entrepreneurial training. One of the top ones free. It's our weekly TV show. We do a new one at Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, but the replay is on demand, so it applies to every industry. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Hit that little button that says, hey, let me know when this guy's got something else coming out, because you know what? I got stuff coming out, and sure would hate to see you miss it. Well, gotta go, because, the director of fun. Standing around ain't my thing, and there's meals to be eaten, and I don't know what's going to happen yet tonight. Bye.